From the SNC World Headquarters in New York, I'm Haley Bianco, and here are the stories we're following at this hour. After being caught in Altoona, Pennsylvania, prosecutors have charged Luigi Mangione with murder in the killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Mangione also faces other charges in New York and Pennsylvania. Google has removed derogatory reviews about McDonald's after the suspect in the killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson was arrested at its restaurant in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Thompson's murder unleashed a wave of frustration among some Americans who have seen their health insurance claims or care denied. In response, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro rejected the glorification of the suspect in circles online. Rebel forces in Syria have instructed former officials of the fallen Assad regime to help facilitate a transition of power. It comes as Israeli forces continue their military operations over the border, destroying weapons and seizing territory to form a buffer zone against any attacks. Trent Murray has a closer look for us in Syria.
Well, we are here at the border between Israel and Syria, where it is now an active military operation. IDF troops and tanks moving in to that former demilitarized zone there behind me, seizing that territory in the wake of what has happened with the fall of Bashar al-Assad. Also, a number of airstrikes, 300 at last count. They say that they are concerned that deadly weapons could fall into the hands of extremists given what has happened in Syria. The US Air Force also joining that mission, targeting ISIS camps.
Thousands of Southern California residents are under evacuation orders and warnings as firefighters battle a wind-driven wildfire in Malibu. The flames burned near seaside mansions and Pepperdine University. The fire burns amid dangerous fire conditions because of the Santa Ana winds, which are expected to last into Wednesday. The Biden administration has given approval for the sale of oil and gas leases in Alaska. This leaves the door open for drilling in a portion of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. The sale will be held next month before President Biden leaves office. South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol has been banned from leaving the country after he plunged the country into chaos by briefly imposing martial law. Laura Westbrook has more.
President Yoon Suk-yeol has refused calls, including some from within his own party, to resign. However, his future looked more uncertain over the weekend, with investigations on Yoon and his allies, including a criminal investigation for alleged treason. The impeachment push failed to pass after members of Yoon's own People Power Party walked out of Parliament, depriving it of the necessary two-thirds majority. In exchange, the PPP says Yoon handed over power to the Prime Minister and party chief, which the opposition has called a second coup.
The United States has filed war crimes charges against two high-ranking Syrian military figures who it accuses of torturing American citizens. It comes after the government of Bashar al-Assad collapsed, with the former president fleeing the country. Nick Harper reports.
The US Justice Department says Jamil Hassan and Abdul Salam Mahmoud, both former Syrian Air Force intelligence officers, are responsible for what they're calling the infliction of cruel and inhuman treatment on detainees. Among those detainees, US citizens. The two men allegedly ordered torture, including whipping, beating, burning and electrocuting prisoners. Washington has issued arrest warrants. However, prosecutors say the pair remain at large, with their exact location seemingly unknown.
That's what you need to know at this hour. In New York, I'm Haley Bianco, Salem News Channel.